Why can Hockey Ultimate Team never live up to its game cycle, and why more and more people stop playing the game in the first few months? As you already understand, today I want to talk about the Hockey Ultimate Team in NHL 25 and just in general talk about why I think the Hockey Ultimate Team is dying every year sooner and sooner, and what EA needs to do to make Hockey Ultimate Team fun again. Okay, I think the last time Hockey Ultimate Team was fun was NHL 17, but hey, if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comment sections below. Which NHL video game do you think has the best Hockey Ultimate Team and why? So if we go back to NHL 25, before the game was actually released and all the new features were announced, we was thinking this may be the year. And the reason why is because we finally received a new mode, new XP path we all wanted, and also multiple gameplay upgrades. And I will really not touch on gameplay in this video because gameplay is always subjective. For some people, this may be the best gameplay we had in a while or ever, and for some people, this may be the worst gameplay. So again, let me know down in the comment sections below which one it is for you. Is it the best or the worst gameplay? But let's start with XP path. In my opinion, really great addition, and I'm happy that we have it in Ultimate Team. But with the new XP path, what EA did, they absolutely killed rivals and squad battles. Because the only reason now to play squad battles or rivals is to farm the XP. So it means it doesn't really matter how good you are at the game. In the prior years, we was receiving rewards in rivals every single week, and a lot of people were complaining because it's a huge grind. And it was not really casual friendly because if you're better at the game, it meant you could get better rewards. Where XP path, for example, it doesn't matter if you're Division 1 player or Division 6 player, you still can get the chase card at the end. Because all you need to do is play the game, get XP, and the card is yours. So with that we go to the next point. Is there really point of being good at a video game? Because in my opinion, no. I saw more and more top players dropping their divisions just so they can get their weekly objectives done quicker. Because yes, that's the only rewards you earn by playing rivals. And again, it doesn't matter if you're Division 6 or Division 1 player, because all you have to do is get 30 wins in rivals to get the competitive mega pack. Once again, it doesn't matter how good you are at the game. And maybe a lot of casual players love that. I know that the top players absolutely hate it. Again, there is just no point of being good at the game. And that's why a lot of top players just stop playing the game very early in the year. And yes, everyone plays the game when the game just is being released because it's something new, something fresh. Everyone wants to grind and see how good it will be. But this year, EA absolutely dropped the ball from day one, because if you remember, the first XP path was an absolute disaster. The rewards were not good enough. And yes, this Jack Eichel was quite decent card for everyone, and I think a lot of people actually use him for quite a while. But at the same time, I don't know, every other reward and every other pack on the XP path was not even close to the rewards we was getting the year before. So some people felt that they are not rewarded for their grind. And in my opinion, an easy fix for that would be if that they would get rid of their rivals or squad battle objectives. And instead of that, they would add, let's say, a win streak rewards. Or anything like, I don't know, instead of 30 wins in rivals, if you can win, let's say, 10 games in a row in rivals, which is very hard because how rivals are designed is pretty much 50-50. The amount of games you win is pretty much the same amount of games you also lose, but something like that. Something where the higher division you are, the better rewards you're getting. For example, if you're a Division 1 player, all you need to do is win 5 games in a row and you get that mega competitive pack. If let's say you are Division 4 player, you also have to win 5 games in a row, but then let's say the pack is a little bit worse or something like that. Again, there is so many ideas. My point is that because of the XP path and the focus on the casual players, and don't take me wrong, I am a casual player and I love that you can technically play the game when you want and how you want. Okay, that's not true because you still cannot really play how you want because of the content and stuff like that. But my point is that the only player base left in NHL 25 currently, and let's say even if we go back, let's say 2-3 months, was the ones who are making the content, diehard fans, and yeah, that's pretty much it, because all the top players left the game very soon, and the main reason is because they are not being rewarded for their skill. And I don't even want to talk about the champs, because the champs should be the most challenging and difficult mode we have in the game, and it still is. But the only issue is that if let's say you are good at the game and you get to top 100, all you are getting is a 94 overall card, which is not anywhere better than any of the MSPs they release weekly. So once again, why would I need to be good at the game if all I can do is just get myself, let's say, 10 wins, which will guarantee me a 93 overall card? That card is pretty much identical to the one you're getting if you are top 100. And top 100 is the most difficult thing to get in the Hockey Ultimate Team. So yeah, an easy fix for that would be, if you're a top 100 player, then you're getting at least +2 boost in the overall between the 10 wins and top 100. Also, this card not only should be like shiny design and stuff like that, but it also should have a free zone abilities. In some ways they need to make these cards much better than the ones you can get if you're just getting 10 wins. 10 wins, it's still difficult for a lot of people in the player base, but you can do it. Like, if I could do it, then definitely you can do it as well. But the fact that, let's say, this week's Ryan Whitney, if you get yourself to the top 100, is a great card. 96 speed, a lot of decent abilities, and also the synergies. And yes, he does have 99 shot across the board. He's also quite a big left-handed defenseman. But you can also make this Bobby Orr, who also have 99 shot across the board, have a decent superstar and zone abilities, have the same speed, and yes, I know he's smaller, but Bobby Orr in general is a different player. And the fact that you don't need to be good at the game, and all you have to do is just grind your chores to get this Bobby Orr, once again, the competitive players feels like there is no point of grinding the game. So to make everyone happy, what I would suggest is that XP path stays as it is, because I still think that the packs and the rewards are decent. The only thing I would really like to change is that the tier 50 reward is a choice pack. It 100% needs to be a choice pack, because you never know. Some people may need a center, some people may need a left-handed defenseman, or someone really wants a goalie. So let us choose. If we have to grind the game and play and be excited, also it would add some variety to the teams. At the moment, pretty much every single team I'm facing in Rivals, Champs, is the same. And that's because you cannot really use different players. Otherwise, you will be at a disadvantage. So for people who are, let's say, Division 3 and above, okay, let's say Division 2 and Division 1, they really have to use these meta cards, because you cannot really go into the Champs with your team. And that's something what I don't understand in NHL, because if you look at any other sport Ultimate Team, you can build so many teams. In NHL, you're pretty much locked in with the teams EA is giving you. And that's because we only have 3 days of content. And that's what I want to talk about next. The first few months, when you see new cards released, it's awesome, because pretty much every single card is an upgrade to your team. But the fact we only have content 3 days a week, and let's just use Friday as an example. Friday should be the biggest content release days in a week. If you want to go with only 3 days a week, give us enough cards, enough things to do until the Tuesday. And I did that briefly mention in my content breakdown video. The fact that on Friday we seen 5 new MSPs, great, I think the cards are okay. Then we also seen a lot of team items, which basically doesn't make anyone's team. And this is where you get a disadvantage if you play online. And yes, some of these cards are usable online as well, so it's not all that black and white. But if you want to, let's say, go and get top 100 in Champs, if you're a competitive player, I don't think you will be able to do it, because let's say you're using Morgan Riley and you have to face some of the fantasy card teams and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think Morgan Riley would be able to hold that blue line. And my point is, that's it. Also, last night they dropped the game day cards, so yeah, they showed that they can release content more than 3 days a week. The content we see in the last few years is just not good enough. There is not enough players released. There is no any way of actually having a competitive teams. And to fix that, they just have to introduce the captain boost or some kind of line synergy boost or something like that. For example, if you use the full Toronto Maple Leafs or New York Rangers team, every single card on your team get +2 boost for every single attribute or something like that. That would make Ultimate Team so much fun. I don't like to compare MLB with NHL, because firstly, it's two different sports, but at the same time, look how good job MLB is doing with having all these programs, multiple cards, and you can use pretty much every single card in ranked. Why not in NHL? And I think this is where a lot of casuals drop, let's say, after 5 months of playing the game, is because once you get to the team of the year and team of the season, and if you manage to pick up some of the fantasy cards who reach to the 99, not a single card released on Friday is actually making your team. If there would be a way of still playing the game online with the teams, that would solve the issue. Parallel system in MLB is an awesome way where you could technically pick a 90 overall card, just, I don't know, some of the team items, get it to the parallel 5 like it's in MLB. So what does it mean? Every single parallel add +1 to every single attribute. You could make some of those cards better and still usable. Evolutions in FC, awesome idea. You can pick some random players from any league. Because let's go to the OHL league. For example, you're an Ice Dogs fan. And if you look at their collection, all of the cards are bronze. There is not a single card you can actually use in your team. But you're a huge Kevin He fan. You could get this 87 overall bronze card and do the evolution like it is in FC. And maybe get this card up to the 90 or something like that. They release multiple evolutions from the day one, and some of them are paid, some of them are free. So you could evolve this card, let's say, to the 85 and that 85 to the 90, and it would have different attribute boosts and stuff like that. Once again, it offers line of variety and makes the game more fun. There is something you could go and, let's say, evolve every single player or parallel every single player. But even if you are an Ice Dogs works fun, you cannot even use any of these players, and that sucks. So to fix that, like I already said, in my opinion, they need to find a way how we could use teams when you, let's say, play online. You can use the teams when you play squad battles, and maybe in the lower divisions as well, but still, if your opponent in Division 4 is using 99 speed and you're going in with your bronze or silver players, yeah, I don't think you will be able to do anything. So captain boosts, parallel system, evolutions, you just name it. Every single Ultimate Team has something to make the Ultimate Team builds more fun, except the NHL. Another new addition this year was B&D cards. Madden already have B&D cards, and at first I was thinking it's a cool idea. I still think that the idea is cool, it's just how it's being delivered in NHL. Because, hey, I don't mind if my cards are B&D, if I can use them and they are usable. What I don't understand is why they don't use the B&D as it should be. And the best way to explain that would be the MSP master sets. Because let's say you want to make Victor Hedman. You need to trade in two 94 plus overall MSPs, which are just 94, but you know what I mean, and you lose them. The best way of implementing and delivering B&D content is you trade in two 94 overall MSPs for Victor Hedman, and then you get these cards back as a B&D. And I also know that reading all the Reddit, Twitter posts and stuff like that, and even comments in other people's YouTube videos, that also killed a lot of people's moods, where the cost is too high and the B&D is there, but they're not really allowing us to have the good B&D content. I think they did one event, I think it was the 2000s, where if you traded in multiple MSPs, you get every single MSP from that content drop, or from at least from that week, as a B&D back. I think that was a great value. Yes, you cannot use those cards anywhere else in the future, but it definitely helped to have different cards in your team, try out different players, and let's say you're hot rich and you want to get every single MSP. Why not go and do it? That's how you should be delivering B&D content. And now let's talk about the new mode added to NHL 25 as well. Wildcard. What we wanted and what we received is two different things. Previously, we had Hot Rush. In my opinion, at this point in the year, I'm very convinced that Wildcard is Hot Rush 2.0. I know Sleeve said it multiple times on his streams and also on his videos, then Wildcard don't have the identity, and I fully agree with that because we wanted a draft mode. But what we got was basically the collectible simulator, or just complete it and get your collectibles for the chores, for the sets, so you can make the MSP. There is no point of playing this mode. You know how I complete it every single week? I just open the game on my PlayStation Portal, watch Netflix, play against the CPU, and press X every 5 minutes. At least this week it's the first goal win, so it took me maybe an hour and I get it done. So to make Wildcard fun, in my opinion, they need to get rid of the salary cap because it's just pointless. Also, the rewards should change because for no way you can give us collectibles as rewards. How is that rewarding? What they need to do is have something like MLB events from previous years. For example, all these would be wins. So you need to get 12 wins or 15 wins, let's make it 20, you know? And the game should be something like, I don't know, first 3 goals or first goal wins or something like that. So every win gives you more rewards. Let's say once you get to the 5 wins, you get an event player, which could potentially be an 87 at this point, because it's not difficult to get 5 wins. In between, you get some smaller packs. Then once you get to the 10 wins, you get maybe an 89 overall player. And in between, again, you get some packs. Once you get to, let's say, 15 wins or 20 wins, that's where you get, I don't know, let's say a pack of 291s, because that's what you need for an MSP in this event. Or if you're just starting out, that's 291s you can save, and in between you add some packs. I don't think that having like a point system is a good thing. I personally think that having win streak rewards or just wins in general would make this a little bit more better. Also make it as a proper draft, not just, I don't know, with the salary cap. Let me use some silver cards and stuff like that, or maybe add some extra rewards where if you can get, let's say, 5 or 10 wins in a row without losing a single game, or maybe with just one L, as it is in a BR, I could get an MSP for free. So if you are good at the game, all you have to do is just win 10 wildcard games in a row and you get a choice pack of an MSP. Again, I know I want too much, but those kind of small things would make the Hockey Ultimate Team fun. Good players would feel that they are rewarded for their skill and they would not just need to press one button to complete this. It doesn't take long, like to complete a wildcard, I think take you a few hours if, let's say, you actually have to play like a full 3-minute periods or something like that. But the fact that we are playing for collectibles is stupid. And one thing I also want to mention about the content, because I think that's the biggest issue we have this year, is not only that it's not enough, it's not fun enough, the player choices are stupid, you cannot really use any of these players if you are playing in Division 2 or Division 1, is that they are just releasing the cards for the card's sake. They don't watch real hockey and NHL, international tournaments and stuff like that. There are players who could potentially score a hat-trick and they would not get a card, while there are so many players who are receiving multiple cards every single year. Is that a favoritism or the content team is just clueless? Who knows? You let me know down in the comment section sections below which one it is. And the last thing I want to touch is the chase cards. Another thing a lot of people are regretting even buying the game and playing it from day one is that, let's say you grinded to get those, I don't know, hologram icons. Was it worth it? Probably not. I have 3 hologram icons. I was so happy to see Mats Sandin finally receive an upgrade and now is matching the highest MSP. Okay, maybe not the highest MSP, but let's say just the highest standard MSP. 94, awesome. Can actually use him. And if you made this card from day one, it cost you a lot. Now these cards doesn't cost you that much and I think everyone can make multiple if they want, and the upgrades are also very cheap compared to the prior years. But the fact, let's say you upgraded this hologram icon all the way to the 94, 90 speed, let's say you activate speed boost. Oh, only 92 speed. Look at the skating stats. Not good enough. And to upgrade those hologram icons, of course they have to release an actual card. Now let's look at the MSP for Mats Sandin. I already mentioned that in my content breakdown video. This is an incredible card. If I would not have his hologram icon, 100% would go and make him. Once again, they made chase cards irrelevant. I can actually see a scenario where they're fully getting rid of the chase cards because from the content team, I can clearly see that they are not interested in making those cards good. For me, the chase cards is just the money cow for EA at the beginning of the year because at the beginning of the year, you have an advantage if you have those cards. Later in the year, no point. You could just easily wait for an MSP and make it for, let's say, I don't know, 3 times cheaper than you'd probably spend on that hologram icon if you made it from day one. But hey, let's go back to the chase cards. For example, they released Series 2 X Factors, and the captain was Alexander Barkov. Once they dropped it, you could upgrade him all the way to the 93. And that's it. This came out how many months ago? And we still didn't see a single upgrade. So you wasted so much coins, so much fodder of making this card, and is he a good card? No, because at 93 just isn't good enough. Connor Bedard, you could also upgrade him to the 93. Again, another chase card who still didn't have a single upgrade. And don't let me start to even talk about the PDBHL. They announced this PDBHL is joining NHL 25 and they signed this contract, so now they have the rights. Oh my god, so awesome. Natalie Spooner, still at 90 overall. Like, really EA? Can you give the cards you actually put in the game some upgrades so people can use it? I know not a lot of people would use Natalie Spooner, but the fact that people had to spend their fodder, their coins to make some of these cards and they are not upgrading them, if you are not bothered of watching the hockey or just releasing cards, make then every single chase card opens 1 tier of upgrade every single month, you know? Let's save some time, but we still can use these cards. Ella Shelton, for example, didn't receive a single upgrade. Like, what are we even doing here? So yes, that's pretty much it. That's the reason why NHL 25 Hockey Ultimate Team died sooner than any other Hockey Ultimate Teams before, and if they will not fix any of these things and have them in the NHL 26 as well, I can tell you straight away, there will be not a lot of people playing the game. They need to come up with something huge, something fun, and something big, and also make sure that they maintain that during the game cycle. Having MSPs released every week is awesome, but having 5 cards just to chase every single week isn't enough. Like I said, I will not touch on the gameplay because some people think that this is the best gameplay in the years. I'm not a good player, I'm not a competitive player to tell is it good, is it not. One game of Rivals, I think that this is the best gameplay we had in, I don't know, years, and another game in Rivals, I think this is the worst gameplay. So yeah, I'm just not the right person to talk about the gameplay. All I can talk about is the content, how the HUT is structured, and what I would like to see changed in NHL 26. I think we are around, what, 4.5 months away from NHL 26, so hopefully they come up big, they come up strong, and we all are excited about the game. Because, let's be very honest, we probably all will be excited about the game the first month. But I really hope that at least once I will be wrong and I can say 4 months in, then this game is good, this game is fun, and I really want to keep playing it. This will be the first XP path I will not complete as well this year because I just cannot force myself to play the game. I play around 10 Rivals games a week, maybe at best. I check the content every single Friday, every single Tuesday, every single Wednesday, and when I see the cards, when I see the objectives, when I see the moments, it pretty much feels the same shit every single week. Sorry for my French, but that's how I feel. I just wanted to be honest with you. Let me know down in the comment sections below. If you could fix one thing in content or in Hockey Ultimate Team in general, what would it be? Don't talk about the gameplay because everyone's understanding about the gameplay is different, but if I talk about the content or just the structure, what would you change? As always guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. It's free, makes me smile and helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. I hope you enjoyed, have a good one and see you on the ice.